Station, my favorite land of all.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we steam on through Fantasyland, you may want to take one more look at the majestic Matterhorn Mountain and the happiest cruise that ever sailed. It's a small world. Ahead of us lies the future. Well, I guess we all know that. What I mean to say is, we're heading into Tomorrowland, where everything is possible. If you look overhead, you might catch a glimpse of a monorail. When Disneyland introduced the monorail back in 1959, it was the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere. Winding below us is the Autopia, where drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of a car, and no license is required. If you've ever wanted to become an astronaut, then you might want to stop at Space Mountain and Star Tours, where they got some newfangled flying spaceships that'll launch you into the deepest reaches of space. And you can ride them if you got the mind and the nerve. Well, folks, we're now arriving at Tomorrowland Station.
That's right, folks. Tomorrowland Station, once again, my favorite land of all. I can drive here without a license. Oh, I can just get one. At Autopia, I can catch the monorail. I can see Finding Nemo submarine voyage. I can also visit Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters. And I can meet Darth Vader and Chewbacca right here in Tomorrowland. This is also your stuff for our season of the Force, Hyperspace Mountain, and Star Tours. The adventure continues. Please remain seated until we come to a point.
To those joining us, welcome aboard. The next leg of our journey will take us along the rim of the Grand Canyon. It's a mighty long drop to the canyon floor, so for your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Be sure to watch your kids and no flash pictures, please.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Grand Canyon as we know it today, but it wasn't always that way. Quiet now as we travel back in time, back to the fantastic.
Please make sure everyone's sitting on the lap or on the bench, please. Thank you.
steaming back to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you'll be leaving us here, stay in your seat till we come to a full stop. And remember to gather all your personal belongings, including the young'uns if you got any, and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those...
That's right, folks. Main Street Station, where our President Lincoln has stories to tell you here at Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Or you can get a fresh hot chocolate or some delicious warm pastries right down the streets of Main Street, USA. Just a friendly reminder, please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop to supervise little ones at all times.
Hello, folks. Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're now embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom with stops at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland, followed by a visit to the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. We got a lot of traveling ahead of us, so remember, for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Uh-oh. Did you folks hear that? Sounds to me like we've reached the wilds of Adventureland, where you just might run into a lot of savage critters out there, including lions and tigers and tiki birds. Everybody best be on the lookout. You never know just what may show up. We're approaching our first stop, New Orleans Square Station. This station serves Frontierland, New Orleans Square, and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated till the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step while getting off. Have a good time in the Frontier, you hear? For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square.
Alrighty, folks, this is New Orleans Square Station. Your stop for Indiana Jones Adventures, the world-famous Jingles Cruise, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, the Enchanted Sea, here on the station. We also have Pirates of the Caribbean. And our special guest, Jeff Skellington, has visited us here at Haunted Mansion. Our first showing of tonight's Fantasmic will be at 9 o'clock. Right after that, we do expect our fireworks, weather permitted, at 9:30. We do kindly once again ask you to remain seated at all times, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please supervise the little ones.
To those who just joined us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, where every day is a zippity-doo-dah day. If you look real hard, you might just find your laughing place. Adventures. Although this land was made for critters, human-type folks are always invited to stop in to visit us.
Folks, please make sure little ones are sitting on the bench or on the lap, please. The little ones need to sit on the bench or on the lap, folks. Thank you.
We're traveling along the rivers of America and into the American frontier as it looked more than a century ago. This area is so rich with natural beauty and wildlife, you can see why the early settlers were inspired to move west. You're seeing this view just like many of them did, from the comfort of a genuine steam-powered train. When these iron horses first started crisscrossing the country in the 1800s, the time it took folks to reach the West dropped from months to a matter of days. Why, steam power not only fueled trains, but the dreams of a whole new generation as they settled this great frontier.
Folks are slowly steaming towards the next stop, Mickey's Toontown Depot, your gateway to Fantasyland. Please keep in mind Mickey's Toontown will be closing tonight at 8 o'clock for fireworks preparations at 9:30, weather permitted. One of your great chances to visit Roger Rabbit and his wonderful ride, the cartoon spin. Or you can also enjoy the roller coaster, Gadgets Go Coaster. Fantasyland is your gateway. We have our classic attractions such as Pinocchio's Daring Journey, Snow White's Scary Adventure, Peter Pan's Flight, Dumbo's Flying Elephant, the Storybook Canopos, as well as our holiday season It's a Small World. We also have our Matterhorn Bobsled, another wonderful roller coaster, very famous. Our next showing of Mickey and the Magical Map is in just a little under 30 minutes at 5:40. A lot of guests are standing in line for that. This would be the perfect time to catch that wonderful show. We do kindly ask once again to remain seated until we come into the station with a full and complete stop. And please supervise little ones, keeping them away from all the train openings. Will happen in about 25 minutes. It's right here, just around the corner at the Disney Fantasyland Theater.
I'm sorry folks, looks like my rear conductor is mistaken. There is no more Mickey the Magical Map showings tonight. The last one was at 4:15. Once again, no more Mickey the Magical Map. Thank you. Alrighty folks, we are approaching the station, so once again make sure to remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. If you are continuing on with us, our next stop, which is Tomorrowland. If you can, please slide all the way down to those rows. Thank you.